What is up, guys? 10th Man here, bringing another battle. This was a battle that I had against my good friend Linkagar, I believe his name is. I'll leave a link in the description here. And guys, it's been a while. It's been a week of complete lack of battles, just general inactivity, and the battles I have been getting a bit extremely crappy. Until this one, which actually has a lot of hacks, a lot of crazy plays, and as you can tell from my team, it's interesting. I've got an investment in here. I've got Butterfree's not a terrible Pokemon, but I have, Chimecho, which is actually probably the key player of this game, and he's got a lot of freaking threats. Tauros alone stampedes through my team. Literally, stampedes through it. I have nothing to outspeed it, and that alone is just going to prove to be problems. But I'm going to shut up now. Let's get this battle started. I mean, I could have let off with Unfezant because it has Taunt, but, he could have I had a feeling it was going to leave a Gigalith, so that's why I brought out my Golem, just because, I didn't want Unfezant dying early on, because my Unfezant is actually a supportive set, which is actually the standard. It really has no place doing any offensive sets. So here I see that he's faster, and I should have realized that. Gigaliths with max speed actually do outspeed no-speed Golems, so anticipating him to set up rocks, I'm just going to go for the Stab Earthquake. Wanted to get this thing down to a low range of HP so that I can't really do anything. He's undoubtedly the normal Gym Explosion set, just because that's the standard. And knowing that he's faster, I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. Screw Stealth Rock for now. Down goes that Gigalith, so I don't have to worry about that doing any damage. My Sturdy's still intact, and Golem is looking really nice right now, which is awesome. And now out comes a humongous threat. I hate Socks so much. They give me so many problems. But, he's going to lay on a close combat on me. I guess he's probably Scarf, just because this close combat actually does not bring me down to 30. Leaves me with 18 HP, which is rather interesting. And I again decide not to set up my rocks, just because I want this thing down low. I want it in a killable range. It just makes the most sense, because Sock's a humongous threat. I need that thing down at low HP, because that thing alone will also outspeed a whole bunch of my Pokemon, especially if it's Scarfed. So now, I have a humongous feeling he's not going to want to stay in, because he's probably anticipating the Sucker Punch. So he's going to bring out his Ninjask, which is a pretty dangerous Pokemon in itself, and I'm now going to predict that, get up those Stealth Rocks, so that Sock is dead, because he has no spinners, which is great. I am so happy, and he was raging at me. Oh my god, but that was a great play on my part. And now he's going to go for this Ninjask actually has Dig. And I'm just like, I'm seriously saying, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I mean, who the hell carries Dig on Ninjask? Seriously here. But, yeah, I'm going to get some more leftovers going. So, I could have gone, I had lots of options here, but, I decided the best option to switch into would be my Unfezant, because both Cryogonal and Chimecho can, they can easily take on Dig, but, they're not going to want to take it next Scissor, which, Cryogonal has piss poor defense, and Chimecho's weak against it. So that's why I thought Unfezant would be the best multi-purpose switch for the job, because I can take Dig and I can take X Scissors. So that was my, my approach there. And he appears to be just a fully offensive Ninjask. Which kind of catches me off guard. So he's now going to bring on the Lairon, which I try to Hypnosis on the switch, but I miss, because Hypnosis is inaccurate as hell, which really sucks. But, like I said, I'm the supportive Unfezant. I carry Taunt, Roost, and Hypnosis, which is actually really nice. And I'm going to get off the Taunt here. I don't know if he wants to Roar. I don't know what he wants to do, but then he shows Autotomize. So he's an offensive build of Lairon, which also catches me off guard. But, Aggron is, a pretty big threat in RU, so why not Lairon use this set in NU? So I, again, try to go for Hypnosis. And this is, again, he overprotects and goes for Iron Head, expecting me to switch. But I want to get something to sleep, because I actually didn't realize until after I grabbed the team I actually had two Pokemon that could put stuff to sleep, being my Unfezant and my Butterfree. But now I finally get that Lairon to sleep, so Sleep Clause is activated. It can't get anything else to sleep. But now while this Lairon is asleep, I'm going to take advantage of this. And I was really tempted to bring out Cryogonal just to rabbit spin the rocks away. But here's the thing: I did not want this thing to set up an Autotomize, because then that thing could outspeed my team and wreak havoc. So decided to be like hell of it. Going to bring out Emboar, threaten this thing straight out with a superpower. And, I was pretty sure he'd stand, just because it's asleep. I don't think he really wants to switch out. Not much he can do. He actually outspeeds my Emboar, which is crazy. I'm guessing he's a Jolly Lairon, I guess. But I guess he predicted me to overprotect, which is why he stayed in. But, I want this thing dead, because it has the ability to, to outspeed everything. So Going to take out this Lairon straight out of a banded superpower, and down goes that Lairon, which is great. And I believe now he's going to bring out that Tauros, and I am so scared of this thing. You have no idea. It outspeeds my entire team. It can hit everything hard. I've got to be playing it really carefully. So I'm going to switch out my Ambor. I'm going to go out to my Golden Death Otter for the most part, just because it really has no use. Other than because it set up rocks, it did pretty much everything, so really don't need it to stay in. So he's going to go for the Sheer Force, Life Orbs, and Headbutt, which is fine, but that would have killed my Ambor anyway, especially with the -1 defense. So down goes my Golem, which is fine. And I'm going to bring out the star of the show, which is my Chimecho, which is actually a max HP, max defense Chimecho. It's a very supportive set. It carries T-Wave and Heal Bell, which is pretty nice. And now he's going to go back into that Ninjask. And I'm going to T-Wave on the switch because I had a feeling he'd switch. I mean, part of me was hoping he wouldn't so we can get that Tauros Thunder Wave, but, you know, and instead pick off the Ninjask, which is fine. I get that thing paralyzed, which is great. That thing alone is probably going to cause me some problems just because it appears to be more offensively based. So, it's probably one of those crazy gimmicky banded ones. So, but now I'm going to go for the Stab Psychic. I wasn't sure if this would kill or not because I have no special attack investment, but down the Ninjask goes because it is very frail, especially just, you know, it's frail. It's more frail on the physical side, I think, but still, a Stab Psychic will take it out from that range, which is great. And now he's going to bring out Luxray, and I really didn't know what kind of build this was. I didn't know if he was just all-out physical or what, but he's going to show Signal Beam here, and right now I'm wishing I switched on to my Creogonal, because I probably would have been able to get off a free Rapid Spin. Although the problem would have been that he probably would have outsped me, so it probably wasn't in the best interest. But now I'm going to T-Wave this Luxray, so now he's slower. So, but I really expected him to Wild Charge at like any point, because I think that would do more damage than a super effective Signal Beam. I just thought that that's what he would do. I eventually thought he would Wild Charge. That's why I kept recovering here, because I didn't want Creogonal to switch in on a Wild Charge, because I really wanted those rocks gone. I really, really did, just because it kind of impedes everything. So, I mean, I brought like 3 Pokemon Weak to stall for rock, including Creogonal itself. So, but that Signal Beam does a crap ton, just a little over half, because I really don't have, I only have the 4 into special defense. So, but I'm just going to pretty much just keep recover stalling here, trying to get a Parahax of some sort, and then just trying to think what I want to do from there. Because, you know, I'm just worried he's going to predict the switch, and he's going to catch my Creogonal the Wild Charge. I didn't want that to happen. Now he gets the Parahax, which is great. So, but I predicted him the Wild Charge here, which is why I'm going to go for the Psychic, and it's going to do a very nice chunk, which is amazing considering, you know, I have no investment in the special attack, as I've said before. So, he's going to go for the Signal Beam, and from full HP, it does do well over half. Does 200 damage exactly. And unfortunately, he does get the Confusion Hacks here, which isn't too big of a deal, but in the long run it kind of is, just because I just have this feeling that there's no way I can take a Rock Climb from Tauros. So I'm just going to be forced to switch out and pretty much use my Butterfree here as Death Otter, just because I can't really do anything with it. I can't get a chance with Creogonal to get a Rapid Spin up. I expected him to switch up moves here, to be honest, but he just stays in and goes for the Signal Beam, which I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess. But here, you know, I have on the Tinted Lens Butterfree set, which with sub. Here I sub, hoping that he'd get the Parahax, but he does not. He's able to go for the Wild Charge, break my sub, and etc. Just kill himself out in the process. I think of the recoil, not the Life Orb recoil, which is pretty nice, but I still have that Tauros to deal with, and that's pretty much the only thing stopping me from this game, because I think at this point all he has left is that and his Sock, which will die upon switch-in. So it's up to my remaining guys to try to bring this Tauros down. And to be honest, I don't think anything can take a hit. There's no way I can, to be honest. And here he actually goes for Rock Climb, which really surprised me. If he missed that Rock Climb there, I probably could have gone off with a Sleep Powder, and that probably would have been game right there. So, but here I'm going to bring on Creogonal, pretty much just because I'm pretty much just throwing out random stuff here. And he could over the Send Headbutt. He actually misses, which is, I guess it played a role, not overly. I just get a Rapid Spin off, which is pretty much a whatever at this point, because, you know, I don't think Emboar could take us in Headbutt. I really don't. Even with the Stealth Rocks in the, like, out of play, It's light 4 boost and it's sheer 4 boost. I don't think I could take it as a headbutt, but he's going to land the rock climb. I would have gone for Ice Beam most likely, just for damage purposes. He gets a useless crit on that. There's just no way that mattered. Because Cryogonal again, it's piss poor defense. And now I'm going to bring in Chimecho, and I just got to hope he misses or something, and he goes for rock climb. He actually misses, and he was raging a bit, and I felt bad, but all I could say there is I know that feel, bro, because I have gotten so many misses where it actually matters. Had that rock climb hit, that would have been game, unless he just missed another move. That's probably the one problem with Tauros, because it has low accuracy moves, and that's what probably really kills Tauros the most, especially with rock climb. It only has base 85 accuracy, and which is, it's like the same accuracy as Fire Blast, and he actually misses a second one, which really sucks. That's terrible. And I want to go for the Psychic, doing a great chunk of damage to this thing, and, he's going to go for Rock Climb, and I feel a cough coming, so if I cough, I apologize. But that Rock Climb does little over half, which I'm pretty darn sure from my range of HP the last time it would have killed. But going to go for the Psychic, KO that Tauros, down it goes, and that's just great. Chimecho, you have been the star of the show. You are a monster, and people say, Smogun only says, Chimecho's probably the best for very few teams. This team actually works pretty well with Chimecho, which is kind of interesting. And down goes the Sock to Stealth Rock. So, guys, that'll be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a while since I've uploaded. If I get another battle up going later, I might actually upload it again tonight. So, be on the lookout if I do. But for now, that'll be all, guys. So, rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.